In this part of the looting series, I will look at the current cases. There are currently 5 known looting cases being dealt with by Taree Local Court. They all relate to the May 2025 flooding in the Manning Valley, which was the highest on record at Taree. Another area to watch for looting cases is Newcastle, after a landslide impacted on residential homes. There are no cases there yet, and I'm making this in June 2025. My first observation is we know that the looting cases exist because the police issued a media release. There are hundreds of cases in our local courts about stealing, and it's unlikely that we, the general public, could work out which ones are the looting type without some help. Thanks to the police, we know the court and the date, plus the charges. By the way, the police don't say the defendant's name. That's where we need to look at the court list and work out who the defendant might be. So my second observation is that it's going to be tricky following these cases. I'm based in the Hunter Valley, not in the Manning. I wasn't able to travel to Taree and listen to their first court mention, which would have included bail considerations. The cases started soon after the flood, and I didn't think it was appropriate to put pressure on the roads, etc. by travelling into the disaster zone. Thanks to the internet, I can still follow from a distance. Third observation is I don't expect heaps of media coverage at the moment. I think the local journos would be focused on flood recovery, or they could possibly be impacted by the floods themselves. Hey, if I had water in my house here in Maitland, I wouldn't have the time to observe court cases. So I reckon that's how some of the other flood zones can assist people recovering in the impacted flood zone. Because I'm not dealing with water in my home, I have the time to go to court. Even with limited public information so far, there are some insights. So in the next part, let's look at the alleged looters.